right, folks, you heard it from the man himself. No reactions, because we need to make original content. What is original at this point? Can someone help me? Just guide me. Guide me, please. I mean, I've tried to get as edgy a Final Fantasy hair as I could before this stream, so let's hope I'm in the zone. You know what I didn't do? I didn't shave my face, because, you know, every Final Fantasy hero's a boyish thing. Or a woman. They're things, trailers, reveals. Although I think I have to start with Final Fantasy 16 because I'm mildly less hyped for that. But that's the first bits that's been thrown at me. It's like, oh my god, did you see this? Get out of your rock. Are you though? How many kids you got? Are you sure you're kidding? The act of producing kids? Lies. I make the greatest jokes. The burgers. I make burgers. Yes. Okay, let's see if I can find the first one. I'm hoping that I may have solved some of my previous, like, look at that. There's like no lag or hitches whatsoever as far as I can tell. Let me summon the gang for you, Phoenix. Is this like my own personal summon? Like my and I bring on the FC from 14? A gang? I knew you were up to no good. I mean, have you seen? I've got tattoos. I've got no sleeves. Of course I'm in a gang. What did you think? I got this. Of course I'm in a gang. God. Summons were needed? No. Yadika. You're on vacation. Go do vacation-y things. Get off the internet! Get off! But not because I said so, but because you want to. Now we can't do the thing. We can't do the thing! Let's see. Oh, 1, 2. Look at this beautiful shirt. I wonder where you get this shirt. I have no idea. 4, 5. Actually, I might have an idea. 6. If I could just type in my damn thing. But my fingers keep going far away. See, look, I did it. But my fingers were going too far away. Oh, it's not on! It's not on! I stopped counting. I wanna raise this. I'm gonna raise this up here. Oh yeah. Oh, that's much more brilliant. 63. You lied. 22. Stop counting. You don't go down. You go. There you go. Up. 91. 3. Now, see, now you went back down. You just don't know how to count. 8. Good. Higher. Thank you, Kitsu, for continuing that. Yeah. So there's 3 things, Aki, just from, okay, so, I guess I got 4 things to watch, but we'll figure it out as we go. See, there you go, now you guys know how to count. 7. Ha! Kitsu shit. Wow, look at all the space in this box, just what is this? The Lil Nitro challenge. We want you to make the best Lil Nitro video on the internet. Post your video to YouTube with the hashtag Lil Nitro challenge for a chance to be featured on our website and social media platforms. Fully chew this fiery bear and see if you can handle the heat. Can you go a full 5 minutes without relief? I don't know if that's it's not auto zooming. So the closer I get, the blurrier it's gonna be. It's like opening up a push-up bra, right? I mean, that's a lot more exciting though. All right, without further ado, please don't redeem anything for the next 3 minutes so I can fully enjoy the experience that is this trailer, or I will punch somebody in the face. And that is not content, that is anger, and I will quit streaming. Respect one thing. Let's go. That's a big number. You blame Star?
Emotional damage!
I swear to God, in a world ruled by tyranny and turmoil, there are those who would fight to take back control of their fate.
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being.
That looks like Garuda.
It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself.
Whoa.
The icon.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Yeah, that looks like combat.
The KRC would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
I'm keen. I mean, get those numbers out of my screen.
The dominance, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow.
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
A+ lip sync. Is that Odin? Fire, Phoenix. Phoenix got nukes. Ifrit, Titan. Question marks. Ramu. Shiva.
There will be losses, it is
all the
true.
items.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Timer.
Every home that burns,
Okay, that's definitely behind.
another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Seems like a bit of a douche. Okay. Okay. Color me intrigued. Is this just like, oh no, there's more.
Shh, awaken, child of fate. Awaken, Ifrit.
Time to shave all this other stuff so I can match this dude. You know what I'm saying? Grow my hair out again. I gotta match it. So don't make it sound. I mean, you guys can't make it sound. I can do whatever the fuck I want. This is the first time I've seen it. Some of you may have already seen this, so if I talk over it, meh. But this is the first time I've seen it. You're here for my reaction, bitches. 16 is like, let's put a little background music again. I might have to turn down YouTube stuff for a little bit because they're actually pretty loud. Each, let's see, 16 is kaiju in the game, and yeah, it's just like Final Fantasy 7 3 doesn't even look like Final Fantasy game anymore. Final Fantasy 7 3 doesn't exist. What do you mean Final Fantasy 7 3? It does look like a Final Fantasy game. I beg to differ, and it's actually an area I'm really keen on revisiting. You know, kind of that more grim, medieval fantasy, right? Dark fantasy. I'm pretty. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can see it. Pretty excited for that. I will say, like, I do enjoy action RPGs, and I'm gonna have a good time with this. I know, because it gives me a big, like, I don't know, like Final Fantasy and Witcher mashup almost. But like a lot of people, I would love to see them go back to the turn-based stuff. Like, not like permanently, you know, but I want to see, I'd like to see the old stuff that worked, the old traditional things that kind of got me to Final Fantasy. You know, every other one, do your experiment, but then every other one, bring it back, kind of thing. You know, that's what I think should happen. Each title does different stuff. I mean, Final Fantasy is known for experimenting, honestly, right? And then the second they experimented with the turn-based combat, half the fans were like, "What the hell are you doing to me?" You don't have to throw away the ATB system, though. Right? You're right, right? But I mean, there's nothing that says ATB equals Final Fantasy, though, either. That's just something fans have created as an attachment, you know. But again, it would be nice to see them go back to that. Here and there. I would love to see that periodically make its return, you know? So many primals. I mean, Val, how many Final Fantasies have you played? They'll have a Sephiroth type dude show up and he'll one-shot the Eidolons and they'll be like, did Sephiroth do this? And show the Midgar Zolom. I mean, I'm down. I have not. So, I'm so sorry, Kitsu. I will not talk on the other ones. I mean, heck, I might like go into my thing and just mute everything for myself. Except for the one, because that's going to be big shit for me. 7-3 is the remake. It doesn't even look like a Final Fantasy game anymore. Yeah, I'm going to hard disagree there. It is. That's exactly what a remake is. You remake it. Here's a new version of this. It's remade. I mean, like there's multiple ways to look at that, right? Like you can say remake as in like you make the same thing over again, or you just remade what you had in a new light, right? It's newly made, and there's nothing that says it has to be one for one, right? Given I have a lot of beef with how one went down, part one, but that's another thing. It is a sequel, but like it's in the process of redoing the same events of the game, you know, just with an alternate ending kind of thing. It's remade with new graphics, right? It's the same characters, it's the same general story. Yes, it's being treated as a sequel, but it's like, I don't know, people are getting hung up on words, and I don't care to get hung up on words. There's a lot of reason there. Go watch the new trailer. Well, wait. We gotta. I said we'd do this in between, right? And I kind of wanted to almost dissect this a little bit. You know, what do we got here? We got some crazy people freaking out. You know, I could do the like non-talking and then talk through. Like this looks like almost a 1-for-1, almost. It's not, of Garuda from 14. I'm kind of appreciate them syncing up some appearances. Actually, this is basically the same Ifrit too. I mean, it's Yoshi P. Of course it would be similar. I was a little bit confused here because I didn't. Okay, this is his chest, right? Because the first time I saw this, I thought for a second this was his head and this was like a horn off his head, and then it started mouthing off to me, and I'm like, So you got double up on this thing. You got Titan, looks nothing like 14 Titan, and so can music. What music? But I'm digging this vibe, you know, this old school vibe. This looks like a cutscene. So this combat, it looks like we got potion. So you got your items on your D-pad, attacks with your buttons, and R2 is going to give you alternatives, it seems like. I don't know. It looks like it has the potential to be something fairly simplistic in design. And I hope it expands and gets a little bit more exciting, because I do like to have strategy in my Final Fantasies, not just mash. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake, I felt did it well. And it is actually a combination of live action and ATB, which is pretty impressive. And look, there's some half-naked people, Witcher vibes. For 16. I don't know, like I'm 50-50 about this combat. It looks cool. It's probably going to be fun, but it's also not exactly what I'm looking for out of a Final Fantasy. Like, I will agree there. But it's not going to stop me. This dude is huge. We don't care about you. Keep going. Right? And it looks like they're... I mean, I saw this in the first trailer, but I don't know why it didn't just clue in that people are getting tied to the... Icons? I don't know what they call them in this one. The summons, you know what I'm saying? Right? So, yeah, you absolutely got Shiva, Garuda, fun stuff. Absolutely Odin. That's got to be Bahamut. And a flying horse. Come on, let's flash these people. Let's flash me some people. People, flash me. Let's go. There's a lot of chaos going on. This guy looks like a douche. I said that, I think, out loud. So we got the Phoenix dude. We got Titan, who's obviously the giant dude. That actually looks like the Titan from Final Fantasy 15, let's be honest. Garuda. Oh, well, that was like barely a second. Let's go. She looks cute. She looks like she's in some darker clothes, so maybe she's kind of on like the opposite team here. Ramu is some old wise. Like, did we... Oh, no. We don't see the attachments here. We're just seeing it straight up what they are. But did they call us Ifrit? Release? Like, they showed up a zoom in of this guy and then like, release yourself Ifrit or something, right?
Ifrit. Awaken. Ifrit.
So is Clive gonna be the like center of Ifrit, or am I crazy? Because also, if like they're showcasing an awful lot of fire, and I think he's related to the Phoenix kid, which fire would make sense. It'd be nifty. A DMC combat dev did the combat. Well, Devil May Cry, that will do it. But the last time I flashed you laughed and said it wasn't that cold today. It really wasn't that cold. I'm so sorry. All right, let's eat this damn gummy bear. Okay, so the challenge is if I can go full 5 minutes without relief and fully chew this fiery bear. Let's eat the bear. Yeah? Let's put this down for a moment. Chocolate milk on hand, ice cream on hand. We're good. I have to handle this for 5 minutes. And I have to fully chew it. I can't just swallow it. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, that is a stiff bear. It's just a gummy bear. How hard could this be? Right? How I say how horrible could this be, but you know, we've had regret. Prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to have a 5-minute timer here. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but fully chew, it says. I like that they left instructions. Fully chew. This is a Lil Nitro. I mean, LND, Lil Nitro Death gummy, right? World's hottest gummy bear. Apparently, I think it was supposed to be. What was it? 6 million Scoville? Which technically, my regret is higher. 9 million. 9 million. Isn't regret like 12? I think regret was 12. Sounds trippy. You sound trippy. I don't know what that means, but we'll just keep running with it. Okay. So, here we go. 3. I'm gonna sit straight on top here and stare straight at you so you can get the full experience of me eating this gummy bear. Maybe I can go so you can hear it too. It just looks like a gummy bear. I'm a little bit frightened. 3. Was it down with... Wash it down with some regret. No. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Oh, that's hard. Oh, dude, I thought I could just chew right through this gum and be done, but this thing's like a fucking piece of gum. Oh, this is disgusting. It's a little rock. Fuck. Oh. I'm not going to make it 5 minutes. Oh. I fucking swallowed it. I think I'm crying. We've only made it a minute. Holy fuck. Oh! I'm out of paper. Fuck this. 3 minutes. Two minutes is the limit. 2 minutes, my dudes. Oh! Get any more milk? I want to see where we're at in 3 minutes. Oh, fuck. The ice cream is no good. I would not have lived 5 minutes. I do feel a little nauseous. It hurt the most because it was burning in my throat, not just my tongue. Oh, I'm going to do a belt or a button here. I'm not wearing a belt, actually. I probably should have just spit it out. Safe to say I'm never doing that again. Holy fuck. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be AFK a bit. Oh, water. All right. How was that? Woo. Damn, dude. Shout out for me. Thank you. Oh,
weird.
why? Kitsu? Not why you did it, but why that clip. Let's have a little ice cream. I deserved it. So, yeah, I know. I'm gonna put this ice cream away because I'm not gonna need it. How am I holding up? Considerably better now. It's still a little bit spicy in my mouth, but it's a tolerable amount of spicy. I'm never doing that shit, Jesus. As you can tell, between when I left and when I came back, before this, I wasn't really able to talk. So in the process of chewing and swallowing the gummy, I should have just spat it out, to be honest. If you ever try it, it's really not worth swallowing. The good news is it's so small, it doesn't take much to get rid of it. I was a little bit worried that if it did come up, if it would be like basically bringing all the spice back through. Let's turn the music back up. I had it a little bit low here. So it was the heat, not just on my tongue or in my mouth, but all the way down into like here, right? Back of my throat. So even just like breathing in through my nose would pass it through all the heat, right? Now, breathing in is always fine, right? Cool air, but every time it goes back out, it's warmer air and just fucking hell on earth. Oh, that warranted the swearing. Dedication to consumption, thank you. At first, you know, it's just this is hot, but then it became sickeningly hot. Excuse me. And so anytime I talked, I knew it was going to provide more heat. And it got to a point, I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So that was me constantly drinking. I tried to have the ice cream, right? But while my mouth would be happy because the ice cream is keeping it in check, my throat was dying. It was dying. So I had to stop the ice cream because the ice cream was too slow to get through the system, right? The butt burn honestly doesn't usually bother me that much. What I did save myself is the gut problems, because I knew that if this stayed in there, like, it was gonna give me some real gut shit. Consuming the amount of milk I did, while it may make me gassy for a while, doesn't actually upset my stomach. Thank God. I wanted to say partway through that, thank God I'm not lactose intolerant, because oh my God, I would never do spices. But towards the end there, as you saw, when I was just like kind of whatever and just constantly drinking, the drinking was making my belly feel shit, just because I think the gummy was still in there, kind of trying to process. I did end up throwing up the gummy. It wasn't a lot, so really there was a little bit of broccoli in there, but not much. I've kept most of my dinner down, which was fortunate. It was mostly just the milk that I had been chucking down that came back up. Just the milk. Oh wow, that was. And now the heat is largely dissipated. It's still a little bit in my mouth. It's not in my throat anymore. It's not kind of like in here. Oh man, that was horrible. And coming up wasn't that bad. Maybe it was because it was surrounded by milk. Maybe it already like worn out the heat that's in it. But I do not recommend trying the Lil Nitro gummy bear. That little gummy shit was. Sometimes great things come in small packages. Great does not always mean good. This is basically what was probably playing in my head that entire time, that I was kind of dying with it. So honestly, milk was the best one there. The only thing is I couldn't keep like a dedicated line of it just kind of going through, because then that would have helped with the heat and I would have been able to maybe, like, I don't know, say anything. But as soon as it came out, gone. All the nausea I was feeling, gone. Right? So it wasn't necessarily just from the heat itself, its presence, but it was just the gummy. I mean, I guess it is the heat itself, you know? But not the leftover heat that I would feel when I was like breathing through, but what was actually still in the gummy in me. You know what? Me too. I'm relieved. There's a very good system our body has where something that's not supposed to go in, oftentimes you get that reflex to send it back out, right? It's to protect yourself, really. So, yeah, I don't recommend it. The good news is, again, I kept my dinner down. There was no pizza chunks. Like there was mild bits of broccoli, but there was no chicken. So we're good. We're good. The pizza was kind of my like carby, bready shit. I ate the broccoli and chicken first, and then just had like a slice of pizza to finish it off. Yeah, it was, and again, it was just largely milk that came back up. So we're good. We made it. We've had the little bear. We survived 2 minutes, to be fair. 2 minutes we survived. Again, don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Just don't do it. So if you haven't played if I'm not mistaken, if you haven't played any of the games in the Final Fantasy VII anthology, this is a good game to kind of get you up to speed with the story, everything that happens in it, right? So let's take a look here. I haven't watched this, so let's see what happens. And Kitsu, for your benefit, I will not talk at all. I'm shutting it up. Shutting it up. Another possibility for a remake. Whoa! Ah, yes! Yes! Okay. Let's go through this, shall we? And come to tell you where my brain was at for a lot of this, right? So we're gonna go through this one. Oh, so hi Ed, how's it going? With the addition of gacha rolls. Wait, where are the gacha rolls? Who had gacha? This has gacha rolls? A reaction. Yeah, we're gonna react to some of the things that were announced about Final Fantasy 7 and 16. We watched that one previously before we had a gummy bear that destroyed my life. But yeah, this I found entertaining because there's a lot of like this. It's basically what she's doing here is a lot of the old Final Fantasy 7 like animations that they would have on things, and it just that's what it made me think of, and I thought that was a nice little callback. This little like stupid just but with better graphics, of course, So that was a bit of Final Fantasy Crisis Core. This is straight out of Final Fantasy 7, back to Crisis Core. And I enjoy that there's a lot of... the camera angles they use for this are basically one for one from Final Fantasy 7 itself. The original version, right? Which is a lot of fun. So I actually might end up playing this. Given. I don't think that that wasn't a camera angle for Crisis Core, because it was 3D. You were from the perspective of your character, not like first person, but third person, right? Not top down like this in Crisis Core. But the second I saw this, I'm like, yes! Although you may notice a significant lack of blood, which I'm not okay with. If this has already happened, what I think has happened, because this is green. That is red. So maybe it hasn't happened yet. But this is one of the worst things that they changed about the remake, in my opinion. Oofed. Yeah, I ate the Lil Nitro. World's hottest bear. He was hot. And I would say Regret is on the same page, but I had a much smaller dose, right? I didn't have to chew it. But what is the... I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I could try streaming it, playing it on my phone, but I might need a new phone too, because mine is like dying very quickly these days. It lasts like 4 hours before I have to do a full recharge again. But I'm loving this angle of, like, again, this is almost 1-for-1 for a lot of the camera angles that were in the original. And then obviously they're throwing in graphics from the remake, which, you know, this is fun. I don't know if I'm going to be excited about this. It is a phone game, so fuck it. But, I mean, screw it. But it could be interesting, you know? Shiva, sexy as always. And then this, this surprised me. This looks, oh god, man, can you not? I get we double tapped, but can we not take that as? This almost looks like a combination of a samurai gear and Cloud's Advent Children outfit. You know what I'm saying? I get a vibe. It's a bit of both, kind of. An amalgamation. It probably is more samurai than we think. The costumes, I'm probably going to stick with the normal costumes. They're all right, but they're just not Final Fantasy for me. But, you know, people will enjoy it, so that's fine. No, Val, and nowhere in the OG story is it mentioned that Aerith is getting... this gets married. There was never a thing. This is just an alternative costume. You know what? She looks pretty in it. It's almost more like a celestial thing than I think in a wedding dress, you know? It almost had the vibe of like a wing on the side there, which is kind of funny considering. Then this is a little bit of part of OG, I would say. This is Crisis Core. I mean, maybe we should play that on stream, but that game has not aged well. This is Final Fantasy VII flashback, Crisis Core. I went copies because surprise, but I played the game, so I already knew. This is definitely 7. Kind of makes me think, yeah, a little bit of Yuna. Yeah. Almost more like Holy Virgin Saint kind of concept than Wedding. Now this is weird. Okay, what I don't know what I'm looking at here. Hold on. Okay, so we have Sephiroth and his sword. And then whatever the shit this is, are we gonna get glimpses of like a young Sephiroth in his youth? Because then his hair changes, right? It's still the same shoulder pad, so we know this isn't Genesis or somebody else, or at least it shouldn't be. This gives me a vibe that it's like a young Sephiroth, which would be a really interesting avenue to dive down. This could be nifty. I mean, I never was considering Ever Crisis, but at this point, maybe just, I don't know, to get through it once and see what happens. Oh, what is this? 21st stream was Unreal? Great. So which... Maybe. First Soldier, I think. That could be true. Is there a young Sephiroth in First Soldier? I don't even know. See, I just had to scroll up and see you already asked. I'm alive and I'm feeling pretty good. I actually feel almost better than before I did have the gummy, just because I know how good life feels when you're not having shit that spicy. We have a lot to talk about for that one. All right. So this sounds like the new Zack voice actor, which I'm not excited about. He's not bad, but the OG is so much better. So far.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
That was better than the first time he gave the line. Legacy gave life to Final Fantasy VII.
Zack speaking.
Making progress, Zack?
And Geo. I can cut loose, right?
Within reason.
It's showtime!
Soldier First Class Genesis. A month ago, he went missing during a mission in Wutai.
You know, I've never actually seen you use that. Don't you think it's sort of a waste?
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust, and that's a real waste.
That almost sounds like the original.
Project G gave birth to the man we know as Genesis.
Project G.
Project Genesis.
Settle down, Zack the puppy. What do you know?
Shiver lapdogs!
Hello?
Heaven?
Not quite. It's a church.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No, to become a hero.
Ah, good. Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
Can you judge my reaction right now? Can you tell what I'm thinking? It looks so good. When Zack saw Aerith is adorable. Truth. Hello, Mom. Oh, I'm so mad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The voice acting's bad. It's fucking bad. I hate it. I hate it. If I play that, if it's available, I may have to play it in Japanese because this is killing me. Like, they should have just brought on the old voice actors for this. Or hell, just use the same audio you already have pre-recorded from the original and throw it into this. Just update the graphics, play with the game. I will say, okay, so when we're looking at bits...
The price of freedom is steep.
Let's make this quieter. There's specific parts where I hate his voice. Hate it. And it just does not scream Zack to me. Whereas other times it's tolerable. I do. It's not really his fault. I don't know. Is this even the same guy from Remake? This I hate. What I'm seeing here. Right? This I hate. The FPS is so high and the screen is so still. It's giving me like a soap opera vibe, right? Like it's just too clean. And I hope that gets adjusted as we go. But it just seems unnaturally clean. You know? I don't like it. Like for the combat it makes sense and I really enjoy that high FPS, but this CGI here, it's pulling me out as I'm looking at it.
I can cut loose, right?
And oh my god, this voice actor. I can't do it. I can't do it. See, this looks good. This looks like it has had an update. So, judging by what I'm looking at here, the fact that it's really just hovering over items on the side here. There's something about materia, and I don't know what that's for. Maybe you swap from materia to items. But it looks like they are updating the combat itself, which I'd be really keen for because that game, it's a really good game, but the combat has not aged well. It's kind of really shitty. But this does look good. The animations have been redone. I'm okay with this. I love what it looks like.
You know,
This looks good.
Seen you use that. Don't you think it's sort of a waste?
Tolerable for the first half of that. I don't think I've ever seen you use that. Don't you think it's kind of a waste? Didn't like it. We can admit it. It's jank. It is jank. And I don't even think that's the original Angel either, but he did a pretty good job keeping it fairly close. I'm gonna have to take a shit at some point today. But yeah, combat. This looks basically one for what happened in the PSP game. The voice acting is lifeless. I I don't know. Maybe people enjoy it, but to me, it sounds lifeless.
Project Genesis.
Like, it sounds like he's adding a pause to be dramatic, not making the scene dramatic because like he's taking a moment to consider what he's saying. You know.
Settle
Nick's
down,
shitting. Thank you.
Zack the puppy.
That.
What
I don't
do
know.
you know? Shinra lapdogs!
Even that one, Shinra Lapdogs, it has no weight to it. Zero weight. In my opinion. Maybe they just need to add some reverb. I don't know. Just good old Ifrit. This looks good. Right? I'm enjoying that. That was a 1-for-1 shot from a Crisis Core DMW. The question is, are they keeping TNW? Because I actually really enjoyed that system and think they should keep it. That was just kind of funny.
Heaven?
This response almost makes me think of the new voice actor having his own take on it, absent what the previous guy had at all. Like, rather than trying to copy him, which I do appreciate.
Heaven?
Not quite.
So I did kind of like that.
It's a
Going off in a year. Yeah.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No.
This sounds so awkward. Ah.
What is your dream? To become first? Is it?
What is your dream? To become first? Is it? Like, it's like he's looking at his script because he doesn't know what the fuck he's gonna say. Hey, sorry, I'm not.
No, to become a hero.
That is not Zack at all. Like, that voice is like a 10-year-old kid.
No, to become a hero.
Oh,
I don't know, man.
good. Unattainable dreams.
Welcome
of the
back.
best kind.
It is. For those that have beat it and don't necessarily spoil it, but you know why it's important. And honestly, it was a fun system. The question is, how can they keep it working?
Embrace your dreams.
This is an exact upscale of the original cutscene. As you can tell, it doesn't have the remake graphics.
Protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
So this is going to get into a bit of spoilery territory, okay? Let's go Crisis Core. And I just want your opinion on the matter, okay? I just want your opinion on it.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor.
As a soldier! Come and get it!
So there's that, right? Now, most of the same scene, but what they did was they subbed out the remake sound with Crisis Core sound. Okay, so same thing. And this is the original voice actor that did it, who's not even gonna be old at this point.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
It just has so much more weight to it.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
He seems like there's a story behind what he's saying, you know? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But like you can hear the weight behind his words. Let's give a fair trial to the new voice actor, because nothing against him. This isn't me being against him, but Square Enix's decision to not use the original. The original voice actor got to do I don't know how many lines of dialogue for the game to get up to the end point that is kind of here, where he has his you know, classic embrace your dreams and whatever happens, you know, something something soldier, come and get it. Like, he's had the entire game to build up to that. Whereas the new voice actor, the first time you literally hear him is like, this is his third line. Like, he hasn't gotten to like go experience the story for his character to get to that point. So it's to me why a lot of it sounds like it doesn't have any weight behind it, because there is no story behind it. He's like, this is, you know, I got a brief background. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Whereas the other guy's like, I've basically lived it, right? I don't even know who Vang is. But I agreed. I will agree, Aki, that I didn't like if I go back and rewatch it, I can be like about the Intergrade DLC's little secret Zack cutscene. But when I first watched it, you saw I was on stream. I got really excited, and at no point did I get pulled out of it, and I loved it. It was a lot better. He had a lot more to it, and he did a really good job with that. But still, I just really feel like the original would have been so much better, especially when you're going back to Crisis Core, right? He was a much better. Given, I will say this actor did better here than he did in the remake when he did it the first time. Because this is obviously not a direct copy of what he said there. But it could be interesting. I will play it just because I love Crisis Core, but there's a chance I may have to change out the voices. I hope this is just like not the final cut of their voices, because a lot of it's really bad. It's just not great. So I'm kind of a half hit, half miss on this Crisis Core remake. I was excited to see that was a thing, but yeah, it's some questionable decisions. Otherwise, the game itself looks like it's a faithful tribute to the original. Arguably more so than Remake is to the original 7. That this is to Crisis Core. So I'm down. This doesn't sound... Song! You're talking about song. I don't know why. Vang doesn't come up with anything. Who is Vang? Oh, voice acting. Like, who's this character? Who is this character? And Aki's like, voice acting. I'm so dumb. Okay, no, I lied. I was over exaggerating. It wasn't on point, but I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. You know, it didn't pull me out at any point, which is a good thing. Whereas this, maybe I'll just have to play it mute. Or, oh man, if you can have, oh no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't have an option for the old voices. They wouldn't do that. Yeah, but again, like that DLC, he had more time to build into that character, to work on his voice, to figure out, you know, how he would say things. But God, I hate his voice, and if it's the same actor, voice actor, I don't like it. It's, I don't know. Anyway, we've beat that to death. You know how I feel. I'll give that trailer like a 6 out of 10. You know, I want to try it. It's not horrendous, but the audio is a big thing. You know, audio's a really big thing. So that's. Is it really only 1 minute and 35 seconds? That's all I have. I mean, we're absolutely biased, and there's no two ways about it.
What we've done, that's set in stone. The past is forever. But the future, even if it has been written, can be changed. So focus on the future, not the past.
He wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Genova at his side. I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
That sounds like Tifa.
I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
I'm trying so hard to find you.
Sorry. Feel like I failed you.
Why is that all that I got? Why? I need more, guys. I need more. I need more. I don't understand. Now discuss. You haven't been interested in Final Fantasy? Oh, what? Dude, it's only Final Fantasy.
Set in stone.
Oh, hold on. Let's make this quieter again. For Crisis Core on the PSP, I'm literally at endgame. Oh, did you never? Oh, come on, Aki, beat it. I mean, this makes sense because this is all what one set up. Right? We can skip that part.
He wants to finish what he started.
This I'm curious about. Because either we're going to have a moment where we're actually coexisting peacefully with Sephiroth, figuring something out, a greater threat. I doubt it. Or Cloud is having one of his moments again. Because we know he's seen him multiple times in his mind. And had conversations with him when he wasn't actually there. Question is, which one is this? I'm not sure. Time to get a new one. God is cruel. That is right.
He wants to reclaim his birthright.
He wants to reclaim his birthright. He wants to reclaim being a god and sail this planet across the cosmos. So, like, he wants to cause destruction. Evil things.
And rule over the planet with
Rule over the planet. Or with Genova below him. I don't know. As a part of him.
I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
Wait.
Okay. Is he referring? I feel like he might. So some speculate we are to play a Sephiroth due to camera angle. Oh.
What are you implying? That I died?
I figured it was too late.
Hold on.
Birthright.
I mean, on this angle, I disagree.
He wants to reclaim
because
his
this seems like a almost cutscene.
And rule over the planet with Genova at his side.
Because he actually comes in from out of frame.
I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
And actually, it could be centered on Cloud here.
What are you implying? That I died?
I don't know. Camera angle, I can't judge much on that. But here, let me listen to this again real quick.
I saw you lying there.
Saw you lying there.
I figured it was too late.
Could he be talking about when he saw Tifa at the reactor?
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
So maybe there's a... So if he thought she died at the reactor, I don't know. It could be some conflict between them. It does. It would have to be. What would have to be? Wait, what does? I must confess I still haven't finished the first part. Well, get fucking on it.
You were here with me 5 years ago.
This sounds like Cloud still.
Where are you? What happened to you?
I'm trying so hard to find you.
Sorry.
Tifa was stabbed. It's fair. So I feel like that's what that exchange is about.
Feel like I failed you.
That might have been Zach saying, I feel like I failed you. I don't know. That's actually a beautiful scene right there. That's some wallpaper shit right there. But I don't know. But this would be nifty. If we were taking a Sephiroth perspective, it would be interesting to have just him looking in on the hero's viewpoint and how he can like mess with them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It could be really nifty. But let me just hear this one more time. I think it's about Zack, but I don't think the voice is all Zack. Let me get Cloud immediately prior.
I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
I'm trying so hard to find you.
Sorry. Feel like I failed you.
Okay, so it sounds like Cloud talking to Zack, then Aerith talking to Zack. And I just can't tell if that last one is Cloud's voice or Zack's voice. Sorry, I failed you.
Feel like I failed you.
And honestly, it could be Zack or Cloud. I have no, what do you think, Aki? What do you think? Wait for there's a nod to Angie on how Zack and Cloud are both part of his legacy. He passed on the Buster Sword to them. So they're definitely vetoing the Buster Sword design from Crisis Core. Looks like, what is going on? Who is here? Kaze! I can't believe you're doing this. How dare you, Raid? We're prepared. You lose. We're discussing Final Fantasy VII spoilers. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, who is he talking to in this context, right? Like, it could be a situation where Cloud is talking directly to Zack, which would require some explaining, or it could be Cloud talking to somebody else about Zack. Oh my God, Brandy too! Just to be clear, everyone that has arrived. We are discussing Final Fantasy VII spoilers, so if you haven't and you're really intrigued by it, you might want to close your ears. But let's do some shoutouts. We ate it, and I threw up. That's the short of it. Because someone gifted 5 subs, and we made it. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go back within the first half hour. It was after I watched the Final Fantasy 16 trailer. There is a clip somewhere. I don't know. Prizel!
In the church, you need to.
First time talking here, lies. We've talked to each other before.
Church broken.
But welcome.
There's no door in the church.
But I do not recommend eating a Lil Nitro bear. I don't. The challenge was to make it 5 minutes without relief. I made it 2 minutes. And then about 5.5, 6 minutes later, I went to the bathroom. It was too long to clip. Yeah, it was a big thing. But if you're skimming through, I do watch the Final Fantasy 16 trailer, and then I eat the gummy. I was chewing actually for about 40 seconds, then I swallowed it, and then I died a minute and 20 seconds later. It got to the point that I couldn't even eat ice cream anymore because ice cream was too slow because it had to like defrost. And the issue was most of the burning was like down in my throat, right? So even if I had ice cream in my mouth was happy, but the rest of me wasn't, and it got really bad. There was a lot of suffering. So highlight. It's got to be a highlight, absolutely. And I guess it'll show up on the channel, and we'll have to tag the Lil Nitro people, but I couldn't do it. No. Yeah. But got it out of my system real quick, and it was okay actually. So I felt immediate relief. I thought I'd be there for like 5 minutes, but as soon as I got what I feel is the bear out, I was immediately fine. So yeah, it was some pretty intense shit. But yeah, we're discussing the Final Fantasy VII reveals that were 2 days ago. I'm not super excited about Crisis Core. I mean, I'm still going to enjoy it, I'm sure, but the voice acting is rough. Brandy, you don't even need to play 1. Just play 7. You're fine. They're not connected. It's only connected if it's like 7-2, 7-3, 10-1, 10-2. Yeah, I had to inject the bear from my body. That's right. We saw Ever Crisis. That actually pulled more interest for me. I was surprised by that. Some nostalgia hits there. And Rebirth, I mean, it's what you expect. Does this tell me anything, really? No. I can speculate all day, but until I get it, I'm not gonna know anything, right?
Stone.
The voices are obviously better. I don't necessarily know who everyone is talking to. There's some weirdo Sephiroth action, but there's a lot of focus on Cloud and Zack throughout this. Cloud, Zack, Cloud, Sephiroth. So I'm pretty keen. That is for quitters, Nyx. I don't know what. Oh, there's a timer there. So, I mean, did it show off Aerith? You're saying in this we saw Aerith. Are you talking about the Crisis Core? Oh, okay. What do you mean? This isn't even new. This is straight out of Advent Children, right? This flash bit straight out of Advent Children. That's not even new. Like, no, that's not even new. That's straight out of Advent Children. I mean, this isn't even new. We saw this at the end of Remake. Right? Given. We didn't see we were this close. But the dialogue is... Okay, only really this. Only this. And then the dialogue of everything is new. That's it. That's it. Yeah. I mean, Aerith, we knew was always going to be a part of it. The question is Cloud talking about when he thought Tifa had died? Or is he talking about... or when he thought they died, or were going to die? Or is there something else afoot here? Maybe a flash of a future where certain people die? Things change? I don't know. Ever Crisis actually had the most exciting trailer, I feel. I mean, this was good because it didn't really set any expectations, right? It's just like, oh, this could be. A lot of speculation, but it's not like, oh, look at what we're going to expect. I will say I did enjoy watching the foliage that Cloud walks through be affected by. I mean, you're not going to see it here. I mean, there was a little bit there with Sephiroth. But it was in the second part, I think. Yeah, not that. Right here. He's going to like look at the foliage. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That was entertaining. But that's just what I'm expecting from the new PS5 graphics and stuff, right? However, this is like, I think I said at the beginning, development footage. So it's absolutely, there's a good chance that won't be a thing anymore. What do you mean at the end of Fate? Are you talking about the end of chapter 18? He doesn't know anything though. He's just at the end of time, or edge of creation. And Sephiroth was really weird to him. Given people are hypothesizing that when we were in that area, you were actually... It's a crossroads, right? Crossroads of like all time or whatever. So there's no like beginning or end. So everyone in there is at their apex, as it were, which is why Cloud seemed to be so impressive when he was fighting Sephiroth himself. With this like, you know, teleportation techniques. That he was at what would be his apex across any timeline. Which is nifty. That's awesome. Yeah, but he doesn't really learn anything. You know what I'm saying? As far as he's aware, I don't think he gains the knowledge implanted in his brain. By the way, this music is done by Rifty Beats. In case anyone's interested, look it up. FF7 Lo-Fi, Rifty Beats on Spotify. Lovely stuff. What this looks like to me is that they're going with a 3 release setup, a trilogy to complete Final Fantasy VII. Remake, Rebirth, what have you. Plus, Viv, when we were talking about how it's not a remake could actually be referring to the story elements, not what they're doing with the game. Remake could be their desire to remake the future. 3 games, 3 discs, yeah. So that's what I get from the words remake, especially now that it's like remake, rebirth, right? So rebirth of the planet, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I think remake itself ties more not to what was done with the game, but what the characters are planning to do. I think that's what it's about. And rebirth is same suit. I bet you the last one is going to be a re-something. Revenge. Rewind. That would be so horrible. But absolutely hilarious if the third one is rewind and it brings you back to the beginning of part 1. That would be such a screw you to everyone. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. I mean, that makes sense too. That actually, there is a high plausibility that is going to be, restore. Right? Restoring the world order, if you will. It could be restore. It's kind of bad because if you really divide and be like restore, it's like a store that sells things that are being reused. Restore. This is the first time I've heard the song, I believe so. Never heard it before. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would. Are you saying we need to do a karaoke night? Because I'm so not down. I hate it now. Can you sing Bohemian Rhapsody? I really can't do that. So whoopsie daisy. That was closer than I expected. I thought you were a JoJo fan. Who is JoJo? I want some hot dogs. Someone give me hot dogs. I was really tempted to sing the tune with that. So fuck it. I come from the land down under, where women glow and men blunder. I don't know. Sing Uptown Girl. I really don't want to sing that whirl. You can take that song and shove it somewhere not very nice to say on stream now. Oh. Yes, I'm blaming you all. I'm shaming you for your slow words. Raid. That guy's a douchebag. Let's not raid him. No more fuzzball. So we could do Evil Within, or it's God of War. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear any. Wait, did the Steam release just happen for Final Fantasy VII? Am I crazy? That is it. No more. There's no more. No more. Felt like Jackie Chan for a second there. You love evil. What happened? I'm just going to pause here while I'm waiting for you to do things. You know? Perhaps this will be the one. If it says Lorem again, oh look, we got cheers. There we go. Texan Panda, thank you for the bits. There were also many bits. I feel like you weren't the only one that did bits though. Mods, Kaze, and Kitsu, you guys were both here. That was really good. Poster with the different source names looks like a grid of dots. It kind of does, doesn't it? Followers, Prizel, thank you for following, my dude. It's very appreciated. All the subs and resubs we got from Viv, Aki, and Cosmic Star. Lilac, Poop Poop again. I feel like you should never unsub again. Poop Poop again. Vapor Spouse, Mataka / Companion Wolf. Thank you from Sayu for donating those 5 subs. So appreciated. We got raids from Woo Brenda, Kaze, and Brandy Savage. Dude, this is amazing. Lorem is not here. But yes, this over here is the sword stances that came with these swords. These swords. That's a thing. So, it's fitness with Phoenix. That's right. I mean, that's my whole thing right here. Right? Gaming and fitness. We sometimes do push-ups. We sometimes do squats. We do planks. I need to do more of those. Yeah, clearly I've never seen JoJo. Oh! That's why I watch. To watch the horizontal maneuvers. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you appreciated the live reactions. Let me know if there's anything you want me to like watch to get my review on. I'm unoriginal. Let's do live reactions. It'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. You know how this works, right? In order to raid well, you must fight with honor and die with glory. But this can only be done if you gird your loins. You must gird them thoroughly, very thoroughly. Oh, right. I said we were going to do that one of these days, is do a gird loining thing. Tutorial. Probably with my next health cast. If you have any questions about health and fitness or motivation or eating or just my general life, I suppose, shoot it at me as a DM or there's a text channel in our Discord between Kaze and I that has my healthcast questions. If you have anything, you can throw it down in there. But thank you guys. Stay active, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.